Today, I want to be empowering to you and to let you know that you have the ultimate accountability and responsibility for your recovery. First, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm Long Island's eating disorder specialist, and I post on this channel twice a week all about eating disorders, body image issues, and general mental health. So if any of that interests you, click the subscribe button down below. I also have a weekly blog and an Instagram that I post on daily for daily inspiration. You could check those out. I have those links in the description below. Also, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my email list. What you'll get when you sign up for that is weekly newsletters that'll tell you about all the content that is going to be coming your way that week. And what's really awesome about it is that I create resources to go along with many of my videos, and you will get that at the beginning of the week so that when my video goes live, you can take that and use it to get the most out of my content. But of course, if you're watching this at a later date, you can absolutely get access to those worksheets, to those resources. All you need to do is click on the link in the description below, sign up to the email list. You will get a welcome email, and when you get that, you just need to reply to it. Let me know what video you're watching and what resource you're looking for, and I will absolutely get that over to you. If you like this video at the end, of course, I would greatly appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. What I said at the beginning may seem a bit intimidating and even a bit scary, that you have the ultimate accountability and responsibility for your recovery. And although it does sound intimidating, I want you to take this as an empowering message. Your eating disorder, however strong it is, it's something that is holding you back. It is keeping you sick, but I don't care where you are in the process, you can recover. And you need to recognize that and recognize that it is hard work, absolutely, but you have the accountability and the responsibility to do the work to get better. So I want to talk a little bit about in what areas it's so important that you have accountability and what accountability is. Accountability is essentially the responsibility that you are holding yourself accountable. And I know you're not supposed to use the definition in the word or the word in the definition, but I want you to know that what accountability means is that you are holding yourself responsible for taking the action that is needed for whatever it is that you are seeking. So in this case, it's recovery from an eating disorder. So you need to recognize that you are ultimately responsible, and you need to hold yourself responsible and check in on yourself to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. Some areas that you are needing to keep yourself accountable for is communication. You need to be communicating your feelings, you need to be expressing your feelings, and you need to be communicating with your support, with your treatment team. And that's something that it's so important, because too often the eating disorder will say, hey, just like leave that out. Don't tell them that, or just keep to yourself. Just don't say that, they don't care. All these horrible things that it says to you. But it's important to communicate, because no one knows what you're going through if you don't communicate it. Your support network, whether that's within your treatment or outside your treatment, they need you to communicate your feelings. They need you to communicate what you're going through, what your experiences are. If you don't, no one can help you. I know it's really hard, especially when you have an eating disorder in your head screaming at you, don't do it, don't do it, don't tell them this. But it's something that I have faith that no matter where you are in your eating disorder, you can pull through, and you can be strong to communicate and hold yourself accountable to make sure that you are communicating what you need to communicate when you need to be communicating it. A huge part of what you need to also be accountable for is being honest. This is so important because, again, no one knows what you're going through. No one knows your thoughts. No one knows your experiences. No one knows what you're doing unless you explain it to them. And your eating disorder, again, can be tricky. Your eating disorder may be the thing that's saying, don't tell them this. Again, that's omitting something that would be a lie, not being honest, or saying just tell them that you ate that, or just tell them that you weren't at the gym for 3 hours, or whatever it is. Just tell them, just lie to get them off your back. That's not helpful for you. If you're not being honest with your support network, with your treatment team, you are going to be the one that's at a loss, and your eating disorder is winning. So anytime that you're being dishonest, it's a win for the eating disorder and a loss, and a big loss at that, for your healthy self. So it's important that you honestly and openly as best you can for the open part, but definitely honestly communicate what you are going through, what your experiences are, what your thoughts are, because that is the only way that people can help you. So that is another part that you are super accountable for in your own recovery. The last part that I want to speak about here is the accountability to action. The actions that you are doing, the actions that you need to be doing for your recovery. Again, no one is going to be there holding your hand 24/7. You ultimately have to be making the decisions for you to do the things that you need to do in order to recover. Of course, with the exception of if you are in a higher level of care, you may have access to that 24/7 where someone is going to be kind of over your shoulder and watching what you're doing and trying to help you to bring yourself to be able to do the things that you need to do for your recovery while you are not able to hold yourself accountable. So if you are struggling with accountability and you really have tried and it's just not working, then that's really a big indicator that you need a higher level of care. If you are in an outpatient setting, or maybe you're not getting treatment at all, which I hope that's not the case. I hope that you are getting treatment from an eating disorder therapist and ideally a nutritionist as well. It's important that what goals you set, you try to take action to them. And I've talked about in other videos, and I will absolutely continue to talk about it, that just because you don't always accomplish the goals that are set in therapy, that does not mean that you're not holding yourself accountable, and that does not mean that you failed. It simply means that there is something that is blocking you, and it's something that needs to be explored, which again is where the honesty piece comes in. Don't feel that accountability means you have to master everything. It doesn't mean that you're going to all of a sudden be recovered tomorrow. It does not mean that. It means that you are trying to do the action that you need to be doing, that you talk to your therapist, talk to your support network with regards to what you need to be doing. You're trying your best to take action to that, and you're being honest when you're not able to, and you're being honest with regards to the struggles that you have. Because when you are ultimately accountable and responsible for yourself, and communicate that effectively and honestly, that's when we can help. And that's when you are helping yourself. It's important for you to do that for your recovery, because that's going to help speed up the process of recovery very much so. But I also want to make a little bit of a disclaimer that the eating disorder can be super sneaky, and it's something that sometimes makes you or causes you to lie. And I don't want you to feel as though you have to continue in a lie. It's okay to recognize and to feel that you are able to convey something now, honestly, even though you lied about it in the past. I have had clients who have opened up after maybe a couple weeks or so and says, listen, I need to really be honest about this. I lied about this. And there's so much that opens up with that. And there's a lot of things that we can learn from that. But also there's a big weight lifted off your shoulder when you open up about a lie that you've been harboring. And I never want you to feel weird about that or guilty about that, because this is all part of the process. I really do hope that you try your best to be accountable and be honest. Doesn't mean it's going to be 100% foolproof. So forgive yourself and be compassionate toward yourself, and just keep trying. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps other people to find my channel and my videos to hopefully help them as well. Leave a comment down below about something that you know you need to amp up your accountability for in your recovery. You could click my face over here to subscribe to my channel, and I wish you accountability on your journey to finding your state of balance. I will see you in my next video.